The fire started at noon at about 10 acres. By midnight, it was well over 2,000, raging away just west of Bend in the watershed of that town's main source of water. It had burned hot into the night, and fire crews, still trying to organize to fight the flames, were trying to stop its progress by setting backfires, burning a strip across its path, then standing vigil along sections of the fire line, watching for new fires to develop and hoping they wouldn't. It's just a little after 1 in the morning. The Forest Service has been using big bulldozer cats to try and start a backfire on this blaze and block it from getting any further. You can see behind me it's burning pretty good now. They've been setting backfires up the hill. We're right on the border of this forest fire. There's quite a draft as it's burning the dead wood up behind us. It was an eerie sunrise through the smoke, but by morning the main battle had begun and a mini city sprang up to organize the firefighters' attack. More than 300 firefighters climbed aboard rigs to reach the fire line. The terrain was rough and crews had to be briefed on the hazards of this blaze as it jumped fire roads and creeks and continued to burn, most of the forest dry and ready fuel. Large bulldozers cleared sections for fire rigs and crews as they tried to figure the best strategy to contain the flames. Forest Service and state firefighters were hopeful, but were having trouble getting to the north and east of the fire as it moved. But as it burned, the fire left other concerns. For the city of Bend, water. The blaze started near the town's water intake pumps, and the first priority was saving the facility. The fire roared over the top, but missed the buildings by inches, thanks in part to men like Alvin Wright, who saw something like he'd never seen before.
Well, we all had to get in the creek. It was just too unmerciful hot to otherwise, and we had to keep wetting each other down to keep them close from burning. And we was back out 10 minutes after the trial was over, back and putting water on the building.
Engineers are testing the water. Right now they've cut off the flow to the city. And if that water is not good, Bend may have to go on strict water rationing. Right now they're depending on wells. Without Tumalo Falls, the city is down at least 2/3 of their supply. The other worry, homes. 25 were evacuated as the fire swept through the area, but crews kept the blaze away. The Red Cross was set up to help, but they weren't needed as people stayed with friends. These firefighters behind me have been out on the line all last night, all yesterday. They're very tired, waiting for relief as other firefighters take up the line. It's been too smoky all day for very effective fire drops with chemicals. They're just hoping that the day doesn't get too hot, or containing this fire is going to be a much more difficult task than they'd hoped for. From drop point number 4, just west of Bend, Bill Van Emberg reporting for Channel 2 News.